Greetings, folks. Welcome back. In this short video, we're going to talk about the production possibilities frontier. A production possibilities frontier shows the combinations of goods that can be produced using current resources and the technology that you have at your disposal. Economists really like the production possibilities frontier because it illustrates several really important principles of economics. First off, it illustrates the idea of efficiency and that we're getting the most we can out of our resources. It illustrates opportunity cost, this idea that the cost of something is what you give up to get it. And it also can be used to show how growth might occur. So we're going to go through an example that I call the parent's dilemma. As a parent, we have a limited amount of time. That's our resource that we have. We have 4 hours in the evening, and we have to make a decision. Do we want to spend time with the child or get some things done? So let's say that the two activities, if we wanted to spend time with our child, maybe we'd watch some TV with the child. If we wanted to get something done, maybe we'd do a chore. So you see the two pictures here. The chore that I've highlighted here is raking leaves. You see some leaves in my backyard. And the TV show just happened to be a picture of Tom Brady, I believe. I took a picture of the TV, and that was what was on TV at the time. So let's say that the TV shows are 30 minutes, and a chore would take 60 minutes. So to give you an idea of how we might spend our 4 hours of time, we have this table here that shows the number of TV shows and chores. If we spent all of our time watching TV with our child, we could watch 8 shows, get no chores done. If we decide we only wanted to do chores, we could do 4 chores and watch no TV. If we wanted more of an even split, we could spend our 4 hours watching 4 shows. That would take 2 hours of our time. And then we could spend the other 2 hours getting 2 chores done. So we can actually draw this in as a production possibilities frontier. Here's the pen here. So we'll call this about 8 TV shows. And about half that would be our chores. And again, this is the production possibilities frontier for the technology that we have at our disposal. And right now we'll assume that we have a fairly primitive technology, and that is an old-fashioned rake. So we have our technology and we have our resource, and our resource happens to be 4 hours of time. So again, that's what this would look like. So now let's try to look at the concept of efficiency. The idea of efficiency is that you're getting the most you can out of your resources. So points in here would be inefficient. It's inefficient because if we wanted to get more out of our time, we could get more TV or more chores. We could even get more of both activities. Points on the line are efficient. So you could be up here. You could be down here. These are equally efficient. Up here. So let's say we wanted to spend all of our time watching TV. You might be thought of as a great parent from your child's perspective, but you're not getting any work done. Or you could just spend all of your time doing work. You could do 4 hours of chores but not watch any TV. Or again, you could do any combination. From an efficiency standpoint, any of these points along the production possibilities frontier are equally as efficient. Points out here are not feasible. So even if you're a super parent, kind of parent that makes homemade bread to send for your kids' sandwich, these are all not feasible. Not feasible given the technology that you have, the old-fashioned rake, and the amount of time that you're spending. The production possibilities frontier also illustrates the concept of opportunity cost. So let's think about the opportunity cost of a TV show. So let's say you're not watching any TV and you're only doing chores. If you want to watch one TV show, you can do that. If you were to watch one TV show, you'd be giving up 1/2 of a chore. You'd be going from doing 4 chores to 3.5 chores. So again, this would be one TV show, 3.5 chores. If you want to think about the opportunity cost of a chore, an easy way to do that is to start from the scenario where you're just watching TV and not doing any chores. If you wanted to do one chore, you could do that, but you would have to give up 2 TV shows. You'd go from 8 to 6 TV shows, so the opportunity cost of that first chore is 2 TV shows. So now let's think about maybe a new technology we have at our disposal. Instead of raking leaves with an old-fashioned rake, we have a leaf blower. It's supposed to save a lot of time in terms of taking care of raking the leaves. So we still have our same resource, the same amount of time. We have 4 hours in the evening. TV shows still last 30 minutes, but now we can get our chores done in 30 minutes because we have this improved technology. So here we see our parent's dilemma. We have 4 hours, but we have our new technology. So you can see if we spend all of our time watching TV, we can do 8 shows, of course no chores. If we spent all of our time doing chores, we could do 8 chores, but not watch any TV. If we wanted a more even split, we could watch 4 TV shows and do 4 chores, and that would be a way to spend the 4 hours that we have. So now we can actually illustrate this concept of growth. So that's a shifting out of the production possibilities frontier. In this example, it's shifting out because of a new technology. So we can still only watch 8 TV shows if we spent all of our time watching TV. But now if we wanted to spend all of our time doing chores, you can do 8 chores because of our new technology. Now let's say if instead of changing the technology, we added time, we changed the amount of resources, the entire frontier could shift out. But since it's a technology change that makes chores easier, it shifts out like this. So what that means is that some points that were originally not feasible are now possible. In fact, these points which were not feasible originally, these are actually inefficient. So here we have our efficient points on our new production possibilities frontier. So again, we see that growth has taken place. So here it is. That's what it looks like. So now let's look at the impact of the technology change. A parent can do more chores and perhaps watch more TV. I say perhaps here because there could be parents that before the technology change were only watching TV to begin with, and then even after the technology change only wanted to watch TV. So in that case they would be doing 8 TV shows before the technology and 8 after. But if you were doing more of a mix of watching TV and doing chores, you could do more of both of those activities. The opportunity cost of a chore decreases from 2 to 1 TV show. It becomes less expensive to do a chore. You're not giving up as much. And then the opportunity cost of a TV show increases from 1/2 to 1 chore, as we saw earlier. So to wrap up this discussion of the production possibilities frontier, it's a very simple model, but economists really like it because it illustrates the concept of opportunity cost, efficiency, and gives you an idea of how economic growth can occur. So that's it for this lecture, and we'll see you next time.